I'm Milo. Welcome to the stream. Today I'm gonna be what? Uh, I don't know if that's supposed to go so quickly. How can I check that? I don't know. Well, yep. Okay, let's move on. Today we're playing a game that has surprising themes for something from 1995 coming out of Japan. It's a JRPG on the Super Nintendo called Eien no Filena, or Eternal Filena. Yeah, and it's interesting. Depending on how you interpret the story, it's got trans themes and um, a, or a relationship between two female characters that is lesbian in nature, which is interesting. And yeah, it's all based on light novels that started in the 80s. So it's all very interesting. Yep, okay. Oh, by the way, on the book cover here, it's very cute. Diary with some dolphins. I guess it's the journal of Filena herself. Or I'm going to say herself a lot because that's the way most media talks about the character, but we will try to examine the gender identity and questions that the character brings up as we progress. Anyway, my point was that the name there is spelled with an R in the cursive handwriting font. That's sometimes how it gets romanized. But I've seen it maybe more often without the R, so yeah, it's just a matter of choice. Hello, Gibbon. How's it going? This is actually... Yesterday was Trans Day of Visibility, I believe, so that's why I picked this game, which I found out about a while back and seemed really interesting. Maybe the way it handles the subject isn't the way that we would in our modern era, but it should be interesting to talk about. So let's cover the plot. I'm going to rewind a bit so I can talk over this cutscene. It is 6 years since the Devis Empire conquered the world. Devil Empire. Game audio is too loud? Okay, I'll turn it down. Thanks. Okay. Oh, did I miss something there? My fast forward button isn't working. I'll just check that that's set up. Dora, the provincial capital. Hang on, I just need to check my controls. Super Nintendo. I should have fast forward. Oh, that's right, I remember now. Super Nintendo emulation apparently is rough for my computer and it has trouble fast forwarding much. Anyway, the battle show, a spectacle in which Klechia trained as battlers for birth, fight each other to the death, is highly popular amongst the imperial citizens. So yeah, this is a world in which the Empire rules, and they put on blood sport shows for the public. And there's this sort of underclass or lower caste of people known as Klechias, and they're this conquered people who exist only for the service of Imperials, and they're either gladiators or fill other low roles. For the battlers, the battle show is no less than a struggle just to survive in this world. Yeah, so on top of the sexual and gender themes, it's quite a dark world as well, socially. Filena, age 6. So this is how we're introduced to the character. They're a young child. Grandpa Zena, I don't want to fight anymore. What's the matter, Filena? Come at me as hard as you can. Ouch. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. I know it's terrible that a girl like you has to live as a male battler, but this is the only way you'll survive. Think only about becoming stronger. So the way the game presents it and the way that the Zena character presents the situation, Filena is a girl who has been raised as male in order to survive better as a kleshia underclass. You know, a woman who disguises herself as a man. This is a common trope in fiction. The first thing I thought of, well, let's get through the plot first before we discuss it more. They'll find out you're a girl right away if you fight like such a pansy. Grandpa Zena, please, I don't want to fight. No, you'll train without rest. Filena, fight. Ouch. This is a plot battle. No stats or anything happening, no numbers. But you might notice similarities with other RPGs. Megalo Battlers, those who survive a streak of 10 battles, earn the right to enter Central Coliseum in the Imperial capital. But it does not change their terrible fate to keep fighting until they die. That's rough. "10 years later. So Filena will be 16 at this point. Which is quite young to be a gladiator, but I suppose in the older times people matured faster. Battler Training Academy. Do I get control? Not quite yet. So now you're 16. He looks a lot smaller here than he did before. Time really does fly by. It's now exactly 10 years today since you started training on your 6th birthday. Grandpa Zena, I'm not your grandpa anymore. You're a trainee battler, and I'm your battle trainer. Now let's start today's training. Okay, more plot battles. Your greatest weapon is your swift, small frame. Never forget that. Now, let's go. Oh, I have numbers now. And I have battle commands. Run, item, defend, and attack, all quite standard. But once we pick attack, we see we have different options here. In this game, we're able to equip up to 3 weapons at once. And each weapon has associated skills, and they will use different amounts of TP, technical points or whatever. Use the Flying Ripper. You should have mastered it by now. Okay, I'll use it. We're only doing 1 damage to each other, so we better pick something else to speed this up. Flying Ripper attack! What? It still did 1. Fair enough. This is just a practice battle after all. From tomorrow on, you'll have to live by yourself as a battler. Don't hold back now. Well, clearly we are holding back, otherwise we're going to be here all day. And I can't use the Ripper anymore because I've run out of TP. Yep, okay. Ooh, if you hesitate, you'll be dead meat. It's the savage life of a gladiator. You must fight to survive. Yep, good, that's enough, great, thank you. Appreciate it. Your debut fight is scheduled for tomorrow. Grandpa Zena. That's Master Zena! Starting tomorrow, I won't be your Grandpa Zena anymore. I'll just be a regular battle trainer. Here, take these. These are the crystal knife and the crystal shoes. The crystal knife can emit an intense beam of white-hot light, the white ray. Also, the crystal shoes will make you able to jump better. And of course, you'll become faster. Ooh, there's jumping in this game? Is this... What game had jumping? Mystic Quest, I think, had jumping? Yeah, it did. Always remember to check your stock of weaponry and armor before battle. It's also wise to stock the 3 weapons you use the most in order. Filena, I've given you everything I could this past 16 years. Do you know why? Oh, so he knew her from birth? It's because you have a special calling. The time for you to learn everything will come soon. Grandpa, Master Zena, your room has been prepared on the 1st floor of the academy. Prepare yourself for your debut fight tomorrow and rest well. I'm your battle trainer. If you lose your nerve before the fight or want some special training, feel free to come see me anytime. Now it's kicked me into the menu. Oh, look at that. The portrait changes from side on to facing you, and it's animated through that. That's really cool. Yep, so pretty standard stuff here. Doesn't look like they're wearing a turban in the artwork. On the left, there's some cover art for the game, released in Japan. On the right, is a sort of splash art page that I found somewhere. It's in the same style, though not necessarily the same artist. Don't know where it came from, but it shows some of the other characters that we'll see, although I've cropped it to only show Filena. Okay, well, I already have equipped... What? Why is it doing this? Okay. So we can cycle through. Throw a stone. So that's available to you at all times without using TP. Maybe my controller is automatically inputting start. That might be a problem. So I'll save a state there. I'll just reset I'll reset my controller actually by doing this. I've got it plugged in this time. So I think it probably just connected via Bluetooth, which is not what I want actually. So disconnect. Just a second here. Alright, it's not connected, so I'll press this button. And something's not right. I will close this window and I'll start it again. Okay, something's wrong. Well, never mind about the cable then. Okay. So I have items now. I don't know why I have Lila's PDA. We haven't met her yet, but we can save our game at any time with this. Very nice little animation. Oh, that's cool too. Very cute. I like the chibi little sprites there. Not dissimilar to the style of Kazuko Shibuya, which we discussed last week. Now what was there's a special input you can do on this screen to get to the sound test, but I forget what it is. You can find it on the cutting room floor. With this you can set how your allies in battle will act and other things. Yep. Fastest please, that's great. Change the window color in classic Final Fantasy style. You will notice similarities to Final Fantasy here. Something is wrong with my inputs. Gosh, what's wrong? What's going wrong? Disconnect my controller again. Okay, this is just absurd. Alright, I'll be using the keyboard then. And to hell with my wrists. Oh, it's still doing it. So... what can I do about that? Oh, sorry, I nudged the microphone. I'll close the program down and try again. Oh man, sorry about this. It's still happening. Maybe it's a problem with my keyboard. Disconnect keyboard. Hello, Midna. She's currently sitting behind my computer. I think she likes the heat from the exhaust, which again may be due to the power of the Super Nintendo emulator. Dang it. Well, that's frustrating. What else can I do? I'm not going to be able to get much done if it's constantly pausing all the time. Did I mix something up in here? Start is return when my controller is connected, but it's not, so it shouldn't be affecting anything on the screen. Start is mapped to start, as expected. Oh! I think I fixed it. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Well, he says that, but he doesn't offer me any special training. Right, let's get around to finally exploring this arena, shall we? Ah. Actually, we'll check out the bottom of this room first. Oh, hello. Practicing. Soon I'll be 16 too. We'll be rivals once I've made my debut. You should write in your diary before important events like the battle show, you know. Alright, buddies. 15-year-olds. Okay, so both those doors lead to this room, this corridor. Those who haven't made their battle debut yet aren't allowed to leave. Indeed, they do keep us down. Your room's the one upstairs. So, upstairs to advance the plot. For now, let's wander around and talk to people. That's what you do in these kinds of games. Ransacking people's belongings, which is not allowed right now. So what is this? It looks like a computer or some kind of magical technology or magitech. Perhaps I should have watched the OVA again. I said this when I played blah blah blah, what was that one? Yoko, Devil Hunter Yoko. Yes. Again, I'm not too familiar with the source material here. If you get close to the enemy when you fight, your attack power will rise, but your defense will decrease. So there's a row system. Again, Final Fantasy-like. Zena, our best trainer, brought you here 16 years ago. So let's talk about the game. This was a Japan exclusive game, but it's been fan translated by an individual known as Satsu. Adrenaline, okay. Satsu's worked on lots of cool fan translations. The one for Star Fox 2 before the official release. Energy Breaker, the strategy spin-off of Lufia on the Super Nintendo. Lady Stalker, the spin-off of the Landstalker series, I think. The Valis title on NES. We talked about Valis several times on stream. They also worked on the Umihara Kawase translation for SNES, so there you go. Another connection from recent times. I got caught running from the Colosseum, but I prefer living here to murdering people in the battle show. Interesting. There's some moral ambiguity. One day, I'll bust out of here. Then I'll join the Kletchia rebel forces and smash the Empire. Foreshadowing, perhaps. Read any summary of the story of this series, and you'll know that that's where we end up. We're going to be fighting the Empire as a rebel. You know, it's not too hard to predict. Yeah, the translation patch for this game was created in between 2002 and 2009. There was promises, this is a 0.8 or 0.9 version patch. They promised getting around to doing the final few things to release a 1.0 patch, but it never happened. But it's still completely playable. There was just a few little things they wanted to tidy up but never got around to, which is fine. You can read a 42-part written LP of the game that Satsu wrote out as they were translating it and delivering patch updates, so that's pretty interesting. Your room's just ahead. You should rest in preparation for the battle show. Well, which one's mine? There's so many. Is it worth exploring all these rooms? At the end of the day, the battle show is just another spectacle for the Imperial citizens. Better put on a good show. So yeah, big thanks to Satsu for making it available, because it is a really interesting game for several reasons. Don't just barge into people's rooms. Classic. Very good. Once you've made your debut, you have to leave the academy. It's the rules. Golaf, Balabas, and the rest live in rooms at the Colosseum, but the lucky ones get to live in the Kletchia quarter. Lucky ones? Those are the people who got their trainers to put in a good word for them. So yes, it's all backdoor dealings. Hello. I'm trying to concentrate to prepare for my debut battle. Don't bother me. Notice that everyone's dressed the same except me. You can stock up to 3 weapons to use in battle. You can't use weapons that aren't stocked when in battle, so choose well before the fight. I guess stocked is another way of saying equipped. Okay, this is our room. We didn't get to that last one, but that's fine. So... I guess that's Okay. Yes, Filena, the rector is calling you. Follow me. Didn't get much time to rest, did we? But here we'll be given our final preparations before battling in the arena as a gladiator. Oh, things are a bit more luxurious up here. Hey, buddy. Is this your debut fight? It's thanks to this long crystal spear of mine that I've survived this far. You're a battler? What a joke! I'll pulverize you with my crystal hammer. You do look pretty fast, but you'll never catch up to the speed of my crystal axe. So, you're Zener's star pupil. My apologies to the instructors, but I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you with my crystal chainsaw. Crystal chainsaw? Really? Wait, no. So cute. She's having a little snooze behind my laptop. Anyway, let's talk to these random guards. They're uncommunicative. Hello, Rector. Tonight might be your last night alive. Enjoy yourselves to your heart's content. Hey, wenches, okay? Given says, it sure is something how Final Fantasy pretty much defined how all JRPGs were going to look for the next 2 or 3 console generations. Indeed, indeed. And this is a prime example of that. Alright, so here the preparing gladiators before their first day in the arena for their last night. They get to spend the night with one of these women, and this is part of that whole slave class thing that I talked about earlier. It's not the most comfortable subject, but here the gladiators are given a chance to yes, have this opportunity. The women are sort of forced into it, and that's their role. It's not good for them. But yeah, the gladiators are picking them, I guess, in order that has been predetermined, and they are going off with them. Yeah. So essentially, this is what Xena was trying to save Filena from, is being one of these concubine-type women. Whoa, she's a perfect 10! Great. You can sort of tell which one I was going to end up with because she has a different sprite. Philater, it's a quiet night. Let's talk for a bit. A euphemism. Why don't you go back to your room with that girl and have some fun? What is it? What are you hesitating for? Hurry up and take her with you. Very well. This is Leela. Aren't you going to go after him? Well, do as you please. See if I care if you end up getting the whip. So yes, they'll be punished if they don't go ahead with this. Yeah, so Leela is going to be an important character in the rest of the story. Yeah, this is our chance to pop in on this room. It's empty. How lovely. Is that a desk or something? I wonder. A bit hard to make out the sprite. Yeah, and it's funny how much Final Fantasy dominated that when it in itself was a response to Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest in turn inspired plenty of RPGs on its own terms. But Final Fantasy was, if anything, more influential, even if Dragon Quest always sold more in Japan. I think if you're in the Japanese RPG sphere, you'll notice a lot more games inspired directly by Dragon Quest, but either way. So here's Leela. My name is Leela. Please sleep with me. Yeah, they're both tired. They need some rest. That's what I came for. Please, sleep with me. It's my job. It's such a small bed, too. They're going to have to really budge up, aren't they? Sorry, but if you don't sleep with me, they'll do terrible things to me. What's wrong? Don't you think I'm pretty? No, I can't stop thinking about tomorrow's battle show, so... Come on, you're a man, aren't you? Are you really going to turn down a beautiful girl when she's coming onto you like this? Beautiful girl? What? You don't think I am? I take the humble approach and this is what happens. Damn it, if I had the choice, I'd never choose some small fry battler like you. Don't exploit at me like that. I didn't say you weren't beautiful. You're cute enough. Cute? That means you don't think I'm beautiful then. Alright, fine. Let's go to sleep. I'm gonna get the lights, okay? Yes, they just want to sleep, that's all. In that small bed. Eek! So this is when Leela discovers something that Filena has been trying to keep secret. And as Leela puts it, you're a girl. But why? A girl battler? If the rector finds out about this, you'll be killed. I'm a man. This is, as far as I can tell so far, the most definite that Filena puts it about her own gender identity. But it can be read either as her sort of maintaining this disguise. So this is why it's a little ambiguous and can be read in different ways by different people, which is an interesting thing about it. Filena doesn't always talk straightforwardly about this kind of part of her identity, so it does leave it a little bit open for you to read the story. So it's, yeah, we'll see. I haven't quite come down on it myself, but see how it progresses. Oh yeah? Then what are those on your chest? They're bigger than mine. Golly, okay. Leela, right? Please don't tell a soul about this. I was raised as a man ever since I was born. Why? I don't really know why. What? You don't even know why? So you're a miserable klutchier just like me. I was raised to be a concubine ever since I was born. I wouldn't be able to stand it if I were you. You'll still die even if they find out you're a woman or if you pose as a battler. You'll die no matter what. That's so... Let's just say that I slept with you here tonight. It'll be our little secret. That way, the fact that I'm a woman won't get out. See, now she's saying... Now Filena is saying that they're a woman. Yeah. That's just a data point for now. I'll talk about maybe the interpretations of it a bit later, but there's some plot to get through first. I'm sorry I got upset like that. You're the one who's got it the worst. Alright, I'll keep your secret. In exchange, promise me you won't lose the fight tomorrow, okay? I promise. Good night. Sleep for real. Okay. Gosh, we've been going for almost half an hour. Between the technical difficulties and all this dialogue, hopefully we get to some more gameplay bits later. I'm going to see how far I can get in the 2 hours that I've allotted myself. We could go a little bit over if things are getting exciting. It's time for the fight. Because today's your debut battle, I'll be going to the Colosseum with you. There's always some coward who gets cold feet at their first fight and runs away. What is it? Oh, the wench? You'll find out if you survive the battle. If you survive. Now go. Well, you're in the way, dude, so... Yeah, I'm ready. I'm pretty sure my items got auto-equipped, right? Yeah, well, we'll find out. That's some nice little sprite movements there. Get through those corridors. You don't always see stuff like that. Being escorted like this. Okay, so hopefully we'll get to explore this town more later. There's another one of those computer things. Welcome to the Colosseum. This is where battle shows will be held from now on. Just try to at least put on a good show, alright? Rector, we've prepared a special seat for you, sir. Good. And these battle shows too, they are not all that they appear. We might find out some secret mysteries about the nature of the battle shows as we progress in the plot. Line up here. Right, move it. Oh heck, I'll tell you now. It's basically professional wrestling. The outcomes of the fights are decided beforehand, and there's these people called battle writers that, yeah, sort of write scenarios and plots for the fights to follow, and they make up things about the competitors. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the battlers who'll be putting on a fine show for you today. The first battler is Big Elephant the Crusher. The weapon he's holding is the giant crystal hammer. The second battler is Goliath the Splatter. His weapon is the screeching crystal chainsaw. Yeah, could be rough. The third battler is Balamus the Lumberjack. His swift crystal axe is faster than the eye can see. The fourth battler is Philardo the Impaler. His long crystal spear pierces right through the wind of the Colosseum. The fifth battler is the newcomer Filena, who has just made his debut today. Oh, and what's this? His weapon is the crystal knife? Is he throwing the match already? How pathetic! You talk. Say what you want, but as Zenna said, my advantage is my swift small frame. And with the knife, I will use that advantage to fight all the good fightings. May the divine protection of Devis be upon the brave souls who give their lives in combat. Yes. Given says, I like how this is all Roman brickwork and such, but then the front desk has a computer, and you have a PDA. That's true. I do have that kind of technology, don't I? It says it's Leela's PDA. I don't know. Yeah. Sure. It's like a techno fantasy sci-fi world. Now, the first fight, why, it's Big Elephant versus newcomer Filena. This ought to be a shoo-in. What was my accent for this guy? Never mind. Fight time. And of course I get the biggest guy right up front. That's alright. I'll use my swift soul frame. Wait, is this guy an actual elephant? That's gotta just be a mask, right? I won't go easy on you, puny little man! Okay. The Ripper. Let's go. Wait. Oh, did I not equip? I think I missed something here. I'm at a disadvantage. I didn't equip my special crystal knife. I'm actually using the lesser valiant knife. Pretty good for such a puny little punk. I'll beat the fight out of you. Well, that would be bad. But luckily I have some mist water and adrenaline. Oh, the item menu not completely translated, but that's okay. Should I save TP for later? Maybe I should try using it and hopefully get a chance to equip the crystal knife later. And maybe I'll even get a refill between fights. Let's just say I'm playing on hard mode. Sans crystal knife. Unless... yeah, no, I can't. Leather. Yeah, keep fighting. Actually, I talked about Mr. Quest before. This battle screen looks a lot like that game, where you have your chibi characters lined up along the bottom of the screen looking up, and the monsters are facing towards you, which I think again is a sort of evolution from Dragon Quest, where your enemies face you on the screen. In that case, you never saw your own character, it was all kind of first-person perspective. Okay, I lost. Oh no, that's not good. Oh great. Well, I paid the price for not equipping my crystal knife, didn't I? Oh, okay. So start is not menu. X is menu. Let's make sure... yeah, weapon 2. It's right there. Oh, why didn't... Hang on. 42, 34. Let's try swapping them around. Yeah, I don't really get the numbers on the right, how they're changing. But, alright. What else can I do? Am I missing anything else? Special status. Oh, the menus at the top aren't translated either. Status, special. That's what we're working with. Alright, well, let's go through that text, all those text boxes again, and... yeah. Where did I have to go again? Down here? Nope, that's the cells. Did I... oh, Gibbon's talking about a series that he's reading that's relevant. So it's interesting. Yeah, those are the items I found before. So that's high heal HP. I probably should have used that, eh? Next time. Oh, cool. You can hold B to walk faster. That's really useful. So I'll try and speed this up this time with the fast forward button, although it doesn't add too much. So Gibbon says that he's been reading a series called I'll Live My Second Life about a forgotten princess who pretends to be a boy to join the Royal Knights. It too starts out with a battle tourney, though it's more of a knight audition thing, no slave stuff, just lots of misunderstandings. Yeah, like I said, I think it's a pretty common trope type thing. It's probably all stemming back from... Yeah, I'll talk about this now. So when I heard about the premise of the game, it really reminded me of Faris from Final Fantasy V, who... That's 1992, this is 1995, although it's worth pointing out again that the light novel series that this is based on started in 1985. And Faris is the princess of... what's the kingdom called? I forget. Anyway, she's a princess who gets lost as a child and found by pirates and brought up as a man within the pirate community. And that's how she presents herself. She becomes a pirate captain, but she's still... Yeah, on the surface it seems pretty similar to this kind of scenario, where in order to make it in this male-dominated world, her guardians chose to impress upon her the gender identity of a man, and she sort of embraced that, you know, or didn't really have a choice, I guess. So it's interesting. But when I started reading more about Faris, oh, sorry. I've been just mashing through thinking that he's talking about stuff. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Hang on a second. How do I... Do I just need to talk to these people? Yeah, so that's what I have to do. Okay, gosh. Sorry about that. Yeah, the designers of Faris, the creators of the character, talk about how they were inspired by the 1953 manga by Osamu Tezuka, famous mangaka, creator of Astro Boy, among many other titles. He had a series called Princess Knight, where there's a princess who passes herself off as male to become a knight, and it's said to have started this kind of subgenre with female heroes and this kind of thing. So very influential work, and I think it, you know, most likely inspired a lot of other stuff as well, like this series that Gibbon's talking about. That sort of premise I'm most familiar with from a series of young adult novels by Tamora Pierce, which Kathy's really fond of, but I don't know too much more about it, and I don't know if that would have been any direct inspiration from Tezuka, but it's a common idea in settings that are very patriarchal and male-dominated, as in the society we live in, as well as others of the past when they do this kind of historical fiction or fantasy fiction kind of stuff. Yeah, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the game itself. Okay, so 1995, the game was published by Tokuma Shoten, who also created or also published things like the NES port of Valis, which Satsu also worked on the fan translation for, the NES license game based on Jim Henson's Labyrinth, which maybe I'll play one day, the infamous NES game based on Ghostbusters, as well as publishing the original Puyo Puyo game, which we've talked about thanks to its compile connection, and an interesting PlayStation 1 game that I've played before. Actually, I might have streamed it. Yeah, I did stream it. Incredible Crisis, kind of weird mini-game collection that's story-driven about this Japanese family who's dealing with alien invasions and all sorts of wacky shenanigans. So, yeah, they've put out some cool stuff over the years. The developer, I'm not really sure, maybe an internal Tokuma Shoten team. Yeah, so we're going to go through this again. That's fine. But what we're going to do is say no. We're going to make a save state there, and then I'll never have to go through that again, even if I mess up. So I've done what I can in the menus as far as I can tell by setting up the weapons and stuff. So yeah, we'll just cross our fingers now. But yeah, I mentioned this is based on an existing property. There's a light novel series in 9 volumes, starting in 1985, published until 1994, so when this game was created. They hadn't finished it yet, a common theme with adaptations, usually going from manga to anime before the manga's finished, so sometimes they just stop at a certain point, sometimes the anime makes up its own ending. I'm not sure what the case is here. From what I've skim-read of like long plays and stuff of this game, there is a pretty climactic ending, so it might have been made up, or else, yeah, who knows. But yeah, it was adapted into an OVA series in 1992 to 1993, 6 episodes. And from what I've read of that, it's not the fastest paced thing. Obviously, by the dates, it couldn't have... oh no, I'm talking BS. Yeah, by the dates, the OVA couldn't have covered the whole thing, but from what I've read, it only really covers the first portion of what's depicted in the game. But I realize I've just been mistaken. Since the game was 1995, the light novel series would have been concluded at that point in 1994. So I then assumed that the ending of the game actually covers the whole series of the novels, which is nice. I assume. But let me see. Yep. So hopefully we get through this time. I'll tell you more about the creator of the series in a bit, but we'll see how we do with this battle first. This time we'll use the adrenalines if we need to. Yeah, so now we have that white ray up top. Ah. Okay, here's what I didn't try before. You can press L and R to cycle through your different equipped weapons, and if you don't have a third weapon equipped, you have the option to throw a stone. But I'm sure that attacking with a knife would always be more effective than that. So yeah, while we got the TP, let's slam some white rays down in this guy. Kaboom! 48, much better. That's a much higher number. Hopefully we get some good armor later on too. So keep spamming this with the hope that we will be refilled between battles, assuming that we're going to have some more to go on with. But yeah, good to know that I finally mastered the battle system after all that tedious mashing through dialogue. Sorry about that. 21, not bad. Let's use our last TP on this. 27. Just a normal attack is not that much worse. There we go. Hooray! Again, very nice little sprite there. And my level went up. Lovely. Well, what a shock, ladies and gentlemen! Filena is the winner! His swift attacks took him to victory. That's what I told you. But Filena himself is quite badly injured. Oh, Filena has collapsed. Is he alright? His puny little body must have reached its limit. He can't stand up. Dang. Do I get disqualified? Hey, I'm not dead. So here's Leela. We're now in a twin room. Filena, you've come too. I was so worried. How are you feeling? What? Where are you? You're home, silly. This is your house. What do you think? Real surprise, isn't it? Winning battlers get a house of their own until the next fight. It looks like everyone thinks I'm your wife now, too. As long as you live, I'll be your wife. It's a little kinky, but hey, never mind that. So yeah, again, the way the game is presenting it and the way Leela's presenting it, Filena is a woman in disguise here, but she... Like, Leela knows this, and she's perfectly happy to continue this relationship and declare herself as the wife of Filena, the mighty gladiator. So in that sense, it's a lesbian romance story. Much like the undertones in Xena Warrior Princess or others. I don't know. That's just the first thing I thought of. I'll always be waiting here for you, Filena. Yeah, I'm doing some classic Australian vowel shift there in my own pronunciation, so don't worry about it. The way that's written in Japanese, it's Filena. I don't... The R that was inserted in that cursive font on the front of the diary, yeah, I don't think that's the best choice for romanizing it, but whatever. Because you're a battler, they'll give you food and a place to live while you're winning, but once you die, you're no better than any kleshia in their eyes. Everyone in town is calling you Filena the Flea now. Because I'm so quick. We kleshia must rise up against the Imperials at all costs. Don't tell anyone. Right. Now that we're in town, it looks like there's a lot of people to talk to and houses to enter, but I am more concerned with making progress than fully exploring. But I do know there's one nice little secret in town that would be a real boon to anyone playing this game. And I found it on the cutting room floor. It's sort of an almost dummied out feature, but if you come over here to this, in front of the arena, there's 4 statues lined up. You have to interact with the statues in this order. 1, 3, 2, 4. And you get Quick Run. This is a set of boots that, if you equip them, makes you run through the world much faster. They actually give me less speed in battle, it looks like. But they weigh 1 less. Yeah, less speed in battle is not good, but oh well. Let's see how big the gains are. Whoa! Yeah. That's intense. So that's a fun little feature. Possibly inserted as a debugging thing, or... yeah, a secret for developers to use. Oh, we can actually get out to the overworld. Well, gosh. I don't really know what I need to do now. I know that Leela joins your party at some point. I guess we'll go back to the arena. Do another battle. As I hoped, I have been refilled, so that's good. I'll just make a cheeky save state and see if they're gonna let me in. Yeah, let's do it. Well, do they want me to grind? I guess I'll try it. Yeah, we'll give it a red hot go. Okay. If I have to use some of my items, that's fine. But I really hope I get to the point where I decide to rebel against the Empire. At least before the stream's over. Oh, Midna is so cute. She's sleeping behind my computer. I'm supposed to kick her off whenever she gets on my desk, because she's technically not allowed up here. But how could you do it when she's just being so cute? Okay, the next battle is Balabas the Lumberjack versus Filena the Flea. This is the second fight for the rookie Filena, who, true to his nickname, bounces around swiftly like a flea. Indeed. May the divine protection of devils be upon the brave souls who give their lives in combat. I think they're using religion as a tool to oppress the masses. Anyway, who's this guy? Crystal Axeman. Oh yeah, I did level up, didn't I? Oh, look at that! My power is really increased a lot. Lovely. I can't lose to a small fry like you. Well, we'll just see about that, won't we? Okay, he's doing a lot of speed ups. My TP total has increased a fair bit too. There's some really exponential level ups. Oop. That was a powerful tomahawk. But I'll keep spamming my way through this. 52? Excuse me? Alright, I'm gonna need a mist water. Only 87? I hate games that do that. It promised me 100 HP on the item screen. 23, okay. It's quite a range for this guy's attacks, and an out of TP, not even enough for a ripper. So I hope one more attack is enough. Ooh, a miss, lovely. Come on. Even with all these speed ups. What? 300? That's absurd. Not fair. Not fair. Don't like it. I'll never recover all that health. Alright, I guess grinding it is, or else maybe find an item shop. Power myself up. The gladiator battles, of course, are going to be one-on-one, but you do build up a party as you progress through the game. Alright, loading this state, and... Okay, there's a pub. Hello? I'm the pub's bouncer. You come for a drink just because you got a lucky win. Don't forget your place, kid. Come on, get out of here. So I guess Kletchiers aren't allowed in the pub. Hospital. Hey, you? Even if you are a battler, you're still a Kletchier after all. This is a hospital for Imperial citizens only. Now scram! So again, we're seeing that prejudice, that discrimination coming out against the underclass. That's what the game's about, really. Well, the story, at least. Kletchier are getting so uppity these days. In the good old days, Kletchier would try to avoid us Imperial citizens. I see. Well, this has got to be a weapon shop. Judging by the signs. Oh, look at all this stuff. I've got a pretty good amount of credits, too. So... okay, so we can see what items we have in our bag, but not what's equipped. So it's actually hard to tell whether these items are going to be better for us. I can't afford that. What is battler? Doesn't say. And again, we're seeing some untranslated text here, but it's okay. The majority of stuff in the game is translated, and you can probably get by even without knowing what these things mean. Okay, so I already have a prep equipped. A chain hood might be better. Falco, Pierce, Flash, 24. Okay, so remember these numbers. 24 and 30. We'll check our weapon and our hat. So... yeah, it doesn't say, but we can compare that to that. 36 to 54 is 18. So to be slightly better weapon, we're gonna have to prep 22. So it's definitely a better hat. We'll grab that. Cool, that'll set us up a little better for the battle. Grab the flash. Oops, what did I do? Well, I own it now. Maybe I should have got the Falco after all. It's slightly more powerful. And it pierces. It's one fewer weight. Yeah, I'm gonna rewind and grab the Falco instead of the Flash. And as some people learned recently, Falco Lombardi in Star Fox is in fact a pheasant. Okay. I did not buy the Flash. Nobody saw me do it. Okay. Grab that chain hood. And with a bit of grinding, we might be able to afford woolen. But for now, I'll equip. Yeah, good stuff. I'm not sure how weight enters the mechanics, how it's going to affect things. But we could grab some more mist waters, actually. That'll see us through if you just want to get through it by spamming those. So I could be able to take on that battle now, but I'll just do a little run around this town a little bit more. So a lot of the Imperial citizens in the main part of town are going to be talking about how Kletchiers are terrible. But this little side area is where the Kletchiers live in smaller houses, and yeah, talking about how they're oppressed and stuff. So yeah, interesting social dynamic. Let's go for some random battles, see if we can level up. I think, what was it? 53 experience. Next level 18. So I need 18 more to level up. That sounds very doable. Let me out. Oh, nah, not here. Big important building. Imperial Intelligence Bureau. This place is off limits to Clutchier. Interesting. Yeah, this is really interesting. Like, you have this status in the world, and it's not like other RPGs where you just have free reign, you go anywhere, you talk to every king in every land, and you're definitely off to save the world. Here I'm a persecuted underclass who has to fight for survival. Nice spear animation. Come to think of it, am I able to stay at the inn if I'm a clutch yet? Maybe I can just go home. Recover there, hopefully. Wait a second. So the Falco is slightly more powerful and pierces, but it doesn't have a special attack. So I actually have to swap to one of my other weapons, but I believe, yeah, I can do that freely in battle. Attack with any of my weapons at any time, which is cool. The positioning of them, I wonder if that has any importance at all. The fact that you have 3 and then you cycle through them. Maybe my battle trainer will be able to tell me. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe I'll go talk to him to prepare for the next battle. Zena. Gibbon says, interesting monster designs. Yeah. Only 7 experience from that battle. We need to fight a few more to get to the next level, but I'll do that before talking to Zena. So some grinding. Yeah, grinding stream. So, let me see. I was going to say, I don't think we actually have credits for this game, so although I agree, I appreciate the monster designs, I don't know who made them, and I don't think that we have that information. I've seen the LP, I've watched the end of the game, played through, or I've watched the ending cutscene at least, and yeah, credits didn't come up, so yeah, too bad. But I do know some stuff about one of the people behind the world of the game, so I'll talk about the creator of the light novel series. But first, Gibbon says that in addition to the interesting monster designs here, he says it's also lots of nice overworld animation, which I agree. By 1995, clearly this is more advanced than things like Lufia 1 or Final Fantasy 4. More on par with things that would be happening later in the system. So the clouds are moving there, we can see different levels of ocean depth and the waves moving on them. So yeah, all very nice stuff. Should I burn let's just do another battle. And that'll get us to the next level. Oh great, it's only 1 this time. This missed last time I tried it. 74, yeah. Still doesn't kill him in 1 hit though, unfortunately, so we're better off just using the spear twice, I guess. Victory! Oh, we actually got 49 from that 1 battle, so that's not bad. That's enough for another healing potion thing. But this battle will take us to the next level. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, also the battle system clearly is using the active time battle system where your bar fills up over time, and then when it's full you get to take your action. This is something that basically Final Fantasy 4, was it 4 or 5? Yeah, one of those. Innovated this system of deciding people's turn orders. Oh, maybe that's the thing. You need to use the weapon for a bit, and then when you level up, you'll learn the skill from it. So I think I've just been given the Falco skill. Double thrust. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Given thinks it was Final Fantasy 4. Yeah, I think you're right. Yes. So also worth noting, you can't run with the B button on the overworld, only in the town. Better remember to swap back to my other shoes. That'll be helpful in a battle with the speedy guy. Because the other shoes are faster in battle, even though these ones make me run faster on the overworld. Hello, Leela. Well, that's lovely. I will take a nap, thank you. Ta-da! Complete recovery, level 4. Great. So I feel a bit more well equipped now to take on that green armored guy. But first, a quick trip to talk to Xena. Oh, who are you? You're running rather quick. Oh, he's hidden behind a house. Whoa, it's a battler! Hang on a sec. They spelled woe correctly. Before they had 2 H's in it. Eh, doesn't matter. Quick save state and enter now. Hopefully they'll let me actually go and see Xena once I'm in the compound. No! Never mind. I forgot that this would happen. So, yes, I was going to tell you about the guy who made the story of Eien no Filena. Takeshi Shudo is his name. He's a writer, not artist. That's why he wrote them as novels. Let me see, should I do anything special here? Double thrust for sure. 178, beautiful. 2 of those will take out even his recovery easily. Great stuff. So Takeshi Shudo is an interesting guy. He's probably best known for working on the Pokemon anime, which he did for quite a while. Oh, look at that. 3 double thrusts and it's victory. And a quick level up. Beautiful stuff. It's another miracle. Filena the Flea has defeated Balabas. Things certainly are getting interesting. Poor guy. He was forced into this the same way I was. Oh, okay. I guess it wasn't such a big secret, but here's Nest, the battle writer. It's my job to write the scenarios for the show. Your fights really are something. I like you. I'm usually in the pub in town. Come by sometime if you like. That accent was all over the place. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go see Nest, I guess. Introduction to our first friend character. Well, we met Leela already, actually. So now that I'm getting some notoriety in the arena, my fame has caused the bouncer to let me into the pub. Good stuff. Here we are. Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, Filena, you're a hardened drinker too? Let's have a round. You have a small frame, so it's to your advantage to end fights quickly. Yep. I prefer to just drink away my sorrows. I've been pretty down lately. Okay, that's what you called me here to say? Great. Nest, he's a really kind man. He'll even talk to Kletchia like it was normal. Lately, it's like he's been coming here every day. Looks like something's on his mind. Classic dancer. Final Fantasy style. My dance is the most popular here, and I'm way hotter than the old dancer Milika. Ooh, there's a name we might see again later. There was a raid at the theatre in the next town over. Word is they were performing the taboo Memes dance. Memes. I control your memes. Heard about the doctor who was at the Imperial Hospital? Apparently he turned against the authorities and got the sack. I guess even the citizens have some idiots in their ranks who'll try and stand up to the Empire. Interesting. A lot of world building going on. Your battles are pretty fun to watch. Do me a favour and really give them hell next time. Everybody had the same voice. Never mind. Okay. Did we actually get enough money for the woolen clothes? I don't know because it doesn't tell me my money. Is there even a screen here I can see my items? Do I have to go to a shop for that? Oh well. Okay, what if I... Nope. Alright, I'll have to go check. Because I was surprised by the amount I was getting from some of these fights. Yeah, 645, so I can just afford it. But just to check first, 54 compared to 80, 40, so it's actually up by 14. That's worth it, I think. Let's go. Got it. There's no sound effect for buying, so it's a little confusing. Cool. So, yes. Need to rest at home, and then I can head into the next battle. And then once I get through the fights with all those other gladiators, maybe we'll get a chance to progress the plot. So it's a bit of upfront battling and difficulty. Oh, okay. I'm so glad you won again today. You must be exhausted. Please rest. I will. Thank you. Make sure you rest in bed after the fight. So, yeah, Takeshi Shudo, let's talk about him some more. I said the most famous thing he's done is Pokemon. He worked very heavily on the early era of the anime. So the first 150 episodes, he was a writer, story editing. He worked on the first 3 movies as well. So yeah, really important for setting up that whole universe in the show, which is a huge part of the franchise in general. So yeah, really important job that he did there. While there, you know, he's responsible for things such as Team Rocket's recurring motto, very well known and very often used in the show, so his influence is still being felt today. Filena the Miracle has returned. My nickname has been upgraded, and this time I'm fighting 2 at once, so we're expediting the battles a little bit. Among his other contributions to the franchise, he created the Pokemon Lugia. He created Lugia. Lugia, one of the best legendaries ever, was the work of Takeshi Shudo. It's pretty interesting, actually. Since he was working on the second movie, he made Lugia for the movie, and his desire was that Lugia was used in the movie and not in the games. He was like, this Pokemon is going to only be in the movie. It's going to be special that way. You're not going to be able to catch it in the games. And they were like, no, we're putting it in the games. So yeah, too bad. I didn't want to fight 2 against 1 in a handicapped fight like this, but for the sake of my family, I can't die here. Filado, you keep talking such crap. It doesn't matter what the hell kind of fight it is, as long as you win. There's the chainsaw guy. Gotta be careful of him. Why don't we deal with that first? I'm liking this double thrust. Oh, only 98 this time. Things are tough. And actually, chainsaw guy did a lot less damage, but I've committed now. Okay, it did more that time. Huh. Why won't you die already? Yeah, he's doing barely any damage. Oh well. We're done with him already. Took 3 hits just like the last guy. These guys really look like Power Rangers characters, don't they? But later series Power Rangers, where they get more ornate armor. Super Sentai. Filena, they weren't joking when they said you were strong. Oh! Okay, I'm still alive. I better chug a potion. Oops! I was not quick enough. That's okay, I save stated here, so we'll just take that a bit carefully. I'll take on the right guy first because he does more damage, and chainsaw guy won't be as much of a problem. I wonder if it's an Ornstein and Smaug situation where the other one gets tougher when you beat them. Anyway, so Takeshi Shudo, another interesting point relating to the gender dynamics in this game is to do with the creation of Lugia. When he made Lugia for the movie, Shudo, another of the disagreements he had with the overseeing staff was that he considered Lugia to be female. By the time it got into the movie, it was depicted in a more male fashion, and this is a really big bugbear that I have about the Pokemon series in general, and how people talk about it. It's mostly to do with the fan community, but whenever you hear people talking about individual Pokemon or species, you might notice, often use male pronouns when referring to those Pokemon. And this really gets my goat because most of the time Pokemon can come in either gender or do not have a gender. But that's sort of just the default that people use when speaking about it, and it's just like another patriarchy thing, but it's just annoying to me. And often when I talk, people do it as well when they just talk about animals in general. If you notice it, and once you do notice it, you might find that you can't stop noticing it. But yeah, it's why often when talking about Pokemon in those kinds of discussions, I will exclusively refer to Pokemon as female, just to make people stop and be aware of what they're doing in that kind of language. I don't know if it's a very endearing trait of mine, but it's something I do. Yeah, so that's just an interesting fact to do with Lugia that relates to that kind of thing. And yes, using those tactics, I managed to beat them by taking them on in the correct order. And you'll notice the green guy said, "Oh no, Sarah," because like these people all have families. Again, they're here because they're being forced to, and it's really just a big tragedy. How long can little Filena keep winning? I look forward to the coming result. So I think there's going to be one more fighter, or was there 5 in total? Am I done with the fights for now? Interesting. Yeah, Gibbon's contributing to that. Oh, actually, Gibbon said that the red guy looks like Lord Zed from Power Rangers. Just before I made the Power Rangers comparison myself, I didn't notice that message. So yeah, funny. We both noticed it. And yeah, Gibbon says that one of my friend groups who play a lot of Monster Hunter have made an effort to correctly gender the monsters instead of referring to all of them as he by default. And it was super surprising realizing how often I do that by default. Yeah, indeed, that's my point. A lot of people do it by default. So yeah, if you ever think about it, you might find that a lot of your language is unnecessarily gendered, and that can be kind of exclusionary. Anyway, welcome back. Sorry, I was just thinking for a moment there. Hey Filena, just wondering, but if you had a brother you didn't know about, would you want to meet him? Would you? Yes, I don't know any of my family except for my quote-unquote grandfather, so let's do it. Yeah, that's right. We Clutchier are taken from our families at birth, but we still want to meet them. Oh god, this is real stolen generation stuff. That's rough. Real life tragedy. Yeah, that's uncomfortable, isn't it? I heard a weird rumor today. They say your next opponent is going to be your brother. Never mind the rumors, okay? I'm sure it's not true. Interesting. Okay, let's have a rest. Our next fight is rumored to be against our brother. Let's see where that goes. Maybe we'll see where the story really starts. Hopefully soon. But, so yeah, that's the Pokemon stuff. So yeah, that's what people would probably best know Takeshi Shudo for. Unfortunately, he passed away not too long after... Oh, what? I guess I'll talk to the guy in the pub. Maybe this is the story trigger here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, so you've heard that rumor too? Yeah, your next opponent will be your brother. But the thing is, well, I can't tell you here. Follow me. Secrets in the alley. Your next opponent isn't your real brother. It's just one of the battle producer's tricks. You've got to just ignore it and fight on. So this is what I was saying before about how they're creating the scenarios. It's fictional. They then, I guess, spread the rumors in town so that people are more invested in the fight or whatever, or more excited by it. But they're really, yeah, toying with the gladiators themselves in that sense, aren't they? All right, here we go. Put on a good show for our bloodthirsty spectators. It's a bit on the nose, but there it is. Yeah. This seems like plot stuff, so I'll focus on this for now. Plenty more time to talk about Shudo. Ever the crowd pleaser, Filena finally makes his appearance. Today's fight truly is a star-crossed battle. Can Filena defeat his own brother in a battle to the death? So here is my quote-unquote brother, Fikos. It's been a long time, Filena. I'm Fikos, your brother. Okay, so you're buying into the fiction, or you've been told this and you believe it. Okay, let's see how this goes. How could we be fated to kill each other, even though we're brothers? Brother. Yeah, this guy's buying into the kayfabe, as Given says. Oh, he's all, like, lightly armored like me. You're not seriously gonna fight your own brother, right? Well, do I have a choice? Actually, I might. Maybe this is one of those battles where you just do nothing, right? Like Cecil in Final Fantasy IV. Spoilers! And you fight your reflection in the magical mountain to become a paladin. Do nothing. Well, nothing's happening. Oh, can I run? Can't run. Given says save state first. Good point. Let's do that. Oh, I thought time was progressing while I'm stuck on this menu. That's sort of how active time battles work in some systems, but he's attacking me, so... Oh, we have headbutt now. That's an unarmed attack. But I noticed we also got the Excel skill from our Valiant Ripper over here. Okay, so that's just a different kind of attack. Are you trying to kill me? I'm your real brother. I don't believe you, dude. Let's do the headbutt. Why not? Kaboom! Pretty good damage. Don't think it's as good as the double thrust though, surely. Oh! Yep, look at that. Beautiful. We killed the guy. Hooray! We killed a man. I'm just a phony battler. I just pretended to be your brother to protect my beloved wife and son's lives. Again, the tragedy of the situation. Oh boy, it's almost comical. How... Yeah. Filena is victorious. He felt his brother without the slightest hesitation. I hesitated a bit, to be fair. But yeah, this is a plot thing. Okay, here we go. It's Milika, who we heard about in the pub. I'm Fikos' wife, Milika. I won't forget your name. I'll get my revenge on you one day. Fis, take a good look at this man's face. This is the man who murdered your father. My kitty's awake. You coming out? Okay. Down here? Oh, so sleepy. Sir, that battler really is something, isn't he? He's got some real brass balls on him to be able to calmly kill his brother like that. But to have him kill a man right in front of his wife and son? That battle writer knows how to write a good script, all right. Everybody's bloodthirsty. Milika, I had no choice. This is a battler's fate. Well, I hope she one day understands that. Spoiler alert, she will. She's one of the people who joins your party later in the game, after you save her life from the evil Imperial people. So yeah, I wonder what's going to happen next in the plot. This is the bit where I'm really not sure. I've basically read character descriptions for most of the main characters, so I sort of know the shape of the story, at least as it starts, as it is early on. I'm sorry. Whenever I think about the thought of you losing, I get so sad. Filena, don't look so glum. Oops. There's no way you'd lose. I believe in you. Yeah, but is winning such a good thing? What a tragic life we lead. Is there another fight? Maybe? let's check in on Nest in the pub first. Oh, I forgot to change my boots. Oh well, it worked out okay. Did I actually change my armor? Yeah, I did. Okay. He's still here. Don't you worry about Fikos. The problem is the next fight. I would stop it if I could, but even though I'm the rider, I don't have the power to change it. His voice has changed. Oh well. Notice that you also see examples of technology in here, such as, well, I don't know what that is. Fancy coffee machine or something. But this kind of light pole or whatever has a sort of undulating orb of gel inside it, which is pretty cool. Right. I guess I'll just head into the arena. Nope. So we need to do something. Maybe visit Millikar. So I've been in a lot of these places over here so far. Surely I won't be allowed in here. Oh, this is the academy. Oh, I misunderstood. Yeah, I forgot that I actually came out of here and then went over to... Yeah. Oops, my bad. So where was Zed? What was his name? Zena? This is all the other battlers. Preparing for their big day when they get to kill people. Oh, there's more. Yeah, okay, so that's where the Rector's Hall was. Maybe that's how he progressed. Let's just check that. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it was over here, that's right. Oh, he ain't here. Okay, well, never mind. Let's talk to that revolutionary. Hey, guy. Yep, same thing. Never mind. Obviously, I need to enter one of the houses on the left. It's not time to journey through the overworld yet, I don't feel like. See, now people are... Yeah. Getting to know me as a competitor. Okay, sure. Racist lady. Excitable child. Oh, rough. Well, too late, I already did, lady. Yeah. Not much to see here. Hello. Okay. Are all the Kletchias blonde? No, they're not. Some of them are. Well, all the ones in the left area are, actually. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Yeah, so everybody's super racist. This is part of the world building. Oh, yeah, look at that. The world's so peaceful since it was united by the Devis Empire. Yep, Kletchia have no rights. What kind of peace is that? And everyone thinks that we stink. How many times are they just going to tell me I stink and to leave? Yeah. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, and I still appear to be a man to external appearances. Well, what shall I do next? Talk to some more Kletchia, perhaps. My own people. Spoiler alert, by the way, for later in the story. I'm actually the princess of another kingdom far away. The final surviving member of the royal family of Filena. Yes, we must rise up. We must. Let's do so. Look at the little hovels that Kletchia live in. Gibbon says, lol. Of course you're a princess. I'd expect nothing less. Yes, a princess of a different country. Much like this lady, whose country became part of the empire from conquering. The country's gone, the people scattered. But I will, yeah, since we're really not progressing very far in the story, I will spoil to you the ending. No, I won't go that far. Yep. True. Let's see if Loyola had anything else to say. Oh, okay, I see what this is now. It's a weight training bench. You see there's a barbell on top. So it's because I'm a gladiator. That's my little training room, my little gym in the house. Okay, well, I've talked to some people. I haven't really progressed anything, but are they going to let me into the next fight? Not yet. So I assume there's got to be a confrontation with Milika, but I've checked... I have checked all the houses, right? Yes, I believe so. Where else can I go? Just pop in on the Intelligence Bureau, see if anything's changed. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Get out. Get out. And I couldn't find Xena either. Hospital? Oops. She told me to leave, but I don't necessarily have to. Hello. I look old, but I'm only 14. I came here with a cold, but they gave me some weird medicine. I kept growing up, and before I realized it, I was an old man. Good grief. Experimenting on people with aging drugs. What is this, Bloodborne? Yep. Racist doctors. Spoiler alert. The aging medicine will come back in the plot. The young son of the man that I have killed just now gets treated with that and comes back as a grown man to settle his grudge. Oh, there's some more buildings over here I didn't check. Time to explore more then. This is the operations center for the Dora division of the Imperial Army. Kletchia may not enter. Get out! Very well. I know when I'm not wanted, which is all the time and everywhere. Except in the arena. You know, they keep saying that, but they don't make so much of an effort to stop me. Oh. That's the edge of town. Alright, at this point, I'm going to look up the walkthrough. Just to see where I'm expected to go next. Yeah, here's one I found at Retromageddon. What? Yeah, this says to talk to Nest and then go to the Battle Academy and see Xena, which I haven't done yet at all. I tried to, but he wasn't there. Maybe he's in another room. Oh, I don't think I talked to Nest this time, actually. Yeah, Nest is so depressed about what he has to do at his job that he just drinks all the time. Xena's not here, but maybe somewhere else. Hey, talk to me. Stop playing the fool. I'm the instructor here now, not Xena. Wait. No, so where is Xena? Did I miss my special training opportunity? The guide talks about going to see him and getting training. So I might have locked myself out of something there. And these are all just quarters, right? So, yeah. I don't have a room here anymore. Let's go to my old room. Nothing's there. Well, I don't know. I've talked to Nest. I've talked to Leela. What's up? Okay, time for another fight. I just needed to talk to Nest, I guess. Good fight coming up, apparently. Okay. Right. Let's go. Oh gosh. Fratricide Filena returns. It's this time he'll be fighting his old master Xena. So that's where Xena is. And I've missed the training. Sorry, guy. They're just gonna make me kill everybody. I swear, there's an overworld to this game. There's more than just fighting a bunch of gladiator battles. That's just how the plot is early in the game. Oh wow, look at that. Filena really doesn't want to do this. Some nice effects happening. I have nothing left to teach you, but I'll say this. No matter who you're up against, give it everything you've got. Think only about survival. Master Xena! No, Grandpa Xena! Why do I have to fight you? Give it your all, Filena. Okay. Think of this as fate. You must overcome me. Now fight me like you mean it. Okay. Double thrust. Oh, dang. Try again? Oh, we're gonna keep missing each other. Is this scripted or what? I think it is. Okay, now it's not. Who knows? I have lots of TP now. I really shot up in stats after a few levels ups. There we go. Had to do it. Take this necklace. My queen. Queen? What? Oh gosh. I've seen Filena kill all these people that she's close to. She now has a reputation, or rather he has a reputation. Today's fight was quite a show. Yes, well, that's great. How long are you going to keep crying? He's dead and he's not coming back. Battlers should just think about winning fights and surviving. Life is terrible. Everything sucks. Okay, let's do what he told us. Do we get to equip that amulet by any chance? There's no room for it here. Unless... no. Okay. Official business. Hey, wait, what? Oh. Can I sneak in the back? Ooh. No. Apparently not. I guess that scene is going to happen later. Well, let's follow the procedure. Home to bed. Talk to Nest. Go back to the arena. Okay, no more new dialogue from her. Right. Takeshi Shudo. He's pretty cool. Apart from Pokemon, he's worked on some other things. He's done a lot of writing on various anime projects. A lot of different mecha series, some magical girl series. I think one of the more notable ones from what I read that he worked on was something Minky Momo. Apparently it's pretty important. What happened with Zena was a tragedy. You want to check something out, you say? Go to the Door Information Bureau. They have a data analysis room there and all. Oh, come with me? I'll come buy a few drinks later. Okay. Our first party member. Oh, is this... this might be the wrong bureau. The Imperial Intelligence Bureau. Okay, here he is. He's gonna get us in on his reputation. It's fine, I just want to take a peek at some battle show data so I can write a new scenario. I'll take responsibility for it. Whoa. Look at that cool sci-fi tech. Here's where the real trouble starts. What's the problem? Well, the thing is... He whispered something in my ear. What? You don't actually know where the analysis room is? Shh, keep your voice down. I'm not some kind of scientist or anything. How should I know about that stuff? Come on, don't worry. We'll find it soon. Cool. Sure we will. If we just explore... Ooh, what's this? Whoa! Okay. They don't have lifts here. They have teleporters. But I noticed that I just missed the treasure chest, so... let's pop back down. Lind water. And antidote. Cool Magoo. But yeah, some other of Takeshi Shudo's works are interesting in the context of this one as well. Not that he created them, but he worked on the anime adaptation of Stop! Hibari-kun, which is, yeah, a well-known series for having these kinds of gender discussions around them, because the sort of title character of Stop Hibari-kun is, yeah, a trans icon. In the context of the series, Hibari is a character who was assigned male at birth but presents and dresses as a woman, and yeah, prefers to be known that way. And yeah, that's a really cool show, and interesting again for being in that context. Oh wow, they have healing machines, but you still feel hungry. So yeah, a lot of sci-fi technology in here. That cool blending of fantasy and sci-fi that you see in anime and games like this sometimes. Very nice. But we don't know where the analysis room is. Given says, crazy future tech and a stone-carved coliseum. Yup, this is an 80s light novel series, alright. Indeed, and OVAs too. Given says that he's heard of Hibari-kun but never got around to checking it out. Yeah, well, I know one of my trans friends loves it, so there's an endorsement. Another one that he worked on was Chokusei ni Nariso, which similarly has a premise like this, where there's a character, a girl who disguises herself as a man in order to practice martial arts. So while living as a young woman, she's like an idol singer, but she takes on a male persona in order to beat people up as a martial artist. So yeah, that's another interesting one there. And so given all these things, like these themes are almost a through line in Shudo's work. This light novel series is something that, you know, he really did on his own, rather than collaborating on these series as he did with this other stuff. So it's, yeah, it's a really interesting career. Yeah. This is the data analyzer. We found it. Wait, sorry? Why are you going out? But also, why are you helping me like this? Why am I bothering you? Well, I've realized something. When I saw you fight against the odds in the Colosseum, I was inspired. I realized that I too wanted to fight back against the Empire, my invisible enemy. I guess I've just really taken with you in a way. Oh wait, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not into that. Right. Okay. So he doesn't... I think this is part of the dynamic here. Yeah, like he doesn't at this point know that Filena has this gender secret. Anyway, place the object you want to analyze in the slot. The pendant. Hope of Filocera placed in slot. Analyzing. Analysis complete. Analysis result. A Philoceran video storage device now playing stored data. So what he gave us was a thumb drive with a video file on it. Nice drone footage. Who shot this? Oh, okay. Voiceover from Xena, recorded over this footage. Filena, this is the sea. This is the Philocera Sea where you were born. What do you think? Isn't it beautiful? We Philocerans lived prosperously thanks to the blessings of the sea. But one day, 16 years ago, the Imperial Army launched an attack on Philocera. Everything changed that day. So this is the turn in the story when we get the revelation about Filena's past. And presumably she's going to choose to fight the Empire from this point. Our kingdom crumbles away. The Queen and I are prepared to go with it. Sire, Uto and I shall join you and the kingdom. Oh, this is Xena. No, you must live. Live and protect the two Filenas. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? The treasures of our kingdom. Now, my queen. To Uto, I entrust the sword of Filena. This treasured blade is the guardian of the sea and contains the power of miracles within. So the two Filenas are the girl and the sword? Yeah, I guess so. So they named their daughter after a magic sword. Great, okay. That makes sense. To Xena, I entrust my beloved child Filena. Xena, only you can bring her up to be strong and brave. Xena, Uto, our hopes rest with you. Sire, you can rely on us. We shall stake our lives on their safety. As long as the two Filenas are safe, Philocera will return. How exactly if everybody is dead? Anyway, all my hopes and faith lie with them. Farewell. Gibbon says, I wonder if they're going to pull a Tenchi Muyo, and I have no idea what you mean by that, so please explain. And now you know the rest of the story. Oh, cool. That palace is also a boat? Is that what's happening? Oh no, they're sinking it. Okay. Cool. There it goes. And fade out. Sepia tone. Yes, Filena, you are the queen of Philocera. You must revive the sea which has died under the rule of the Empire. And then you must rebuild our glorious kingdom, Philocera. My queen, go to the imperial capital of Bor and see the blacksmith Uto. Uto must be taking care of the miraculous blade, the sword of Filena. Your true identity must never be made known to the Empire. Let no one know that you are the queen of Philocera. Let no one know you're a woman. So that's part of why he also disguised her, is I guess they're looking for a girl child who is the heir to the throne of Philocera. Which, now that I come to think of it, is a lot like one of the later Oz books by Frank L. Baum, where Ozma the Queen is disguised as a boy to protect her. And that's another kind of interesting gender-bending story that's been reanalyzed in more modern times. Gibbon can probably tell me more about that. Oh, okay. The computer has detected that I'm viewing restricted information and telling me to enter my code. So let's get out of here. I believe I've ransacked all these rooms. Oh! Random encounters are here inside this place. Great. Just what I wanted. But Nest has joined our party. in earnest. Do we have... Yeah, so he's got a Valiant Knife as well, but with some interesting looking skills and a leg sweep for a normal unarmed attack. But let's just use the hammer, see what it looks like. Pretty basic. 2 attacks is not enough, unfortunately. Come on, take him down. Wait, what happened? Whatever. So Gibbon is explaining about Tenchi Muyo. The main character Tenchi is named after the royal family's sacred sword, crafted by the goddess. And since in that cosmology, names have power and there can't be 2 Tenchis, he gains access to the sword's sacred powers since they're both Tenchi. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Well, I don't know if something like that is going to happen in this story, but it could be maybe inspired by it or something. Oh, what did I think the right one has more health, actually. Ooh. So that attack can hit multiple party members. I've used a couple of skills, so I won't burn anymore and just mash through the rest of it. Does Tenchi Muyo predate 1985, when the novels were first written? I don't know that. Alright, now we're in battle mode. Oh, I should be using more skills, I guess. I wonder if a leg sweep will hit multiple. Apparently not. We've got Imperial and Guard. Let's see. I don't have any multi-hitting attacks, unfortunately. But I'll use my trusty double thrust. And throw down. 118, not bad. No, Gibbon says Tenchi is from the early 90s. So maybe Tenchi Muyo was ripping off no Filena. Let's not throw that accusation around. Yes, okay. So let me see, what's the time? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Tenchi Muyo continues today, is still getting new OVAs and spin-offs, surprisingly. So it's given. Yeah, so density of Rona battles is giving me some level ups, which is nice. Sapping my health, but not too badly. I learnt the new feint. Wait a minute. What's that supposed to do? That sure was a feint. Didn't really seem to help much. Okay, there we go. Yep. Density of random encounters is fairly high, but that's okay. Boop, 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 boop. So, shall we... No, we're almost out of here. Let's continue with the plot for now. Because it is quite plot heavy. They're waiting for us. Well, if it isn't Nest, you may be the battle writer, but not even your standing is going to save you now, especially after you've killed so many of my own men. Now let's talk. Tell me what you know about that top-secret Imperial information. Top-secret information? Oh, everybody got vaporized. By Black Devil. Those who tread upon the secrets of the Empire will encounter the Black Devils. Those who see the Black Devils will die. So the rumors were true. Filena, be careful. He's no ordinary soldier. You shall die nameless. I do have a name, buddy. The world will be ignorant of your miserable demise. Your deaths will be anonymous and meaningless. Jeez. Dramatic much? Oh, that hurt. Quick throwdown. Let's use some healing. Oh boy, this is real bad. Is this one of those intentional death fights, like you're meant to lose? Oh boy. Well, I save stated before I got to this point. Let's assume I'm meant to lose. No, I'm not. That's really bad. Alright, I'm here. Gibbon says, oh man, Garde's new army is neat. New armor is neat. Goddess, or Gades, the initial antagonist of Lufia. Can I equip anything else to Nest that might help? Oh, I see. Hammer takes two. Yeah, it takes 2 arms. The army sword is more powerful, but maybe that would actually be better on Filena. Yes, it will. Let's do it. I wonder where I got that. Probably in a chest somewhere and I forgot. So that'll do. The thing is, you need to learn the skills on there before. So giving him a more powerful weapon won't help that much. Well, actually, having said that, maybe I'll keep the Falcon with the double hit thing. Give Nest this other sword, which is more powerful, so he can use that instead of the hammer, because he hasn't learnt any other good skills, really. And he has the woolen. He's got a pretty good helmet, too. These leather boots have better speed. But the leather gloves improve attack and, yeah, strength that then leads to attack. So that's probably preferable. I can take those super fast boots off though. And get more in-battle speed. Quite a bit more, 15 more. So that's quite good. Otherwise, what can I do to better prepare myself for this battle? For my experience, 27 for the next battle, for the next level, 452 for the next level. I can do another battle and get another level for Filena before taking on the Black Devil, at least. And then I can heal up, restore my tech points, my health, before we go in there by... Oh! There was the medicine machine, I forgot. Yeah, let's go backtrack and use that. So, since this will be a bit of grinding and busy work, let's talk about the big issue, or, you know, the big talking point with this game, which is the gender discussion. Is Filena... Hang on, I wrote this down earlier. Is this a lesbian story where Filena knows that she's a woman but disguises herself to bypass societal norms? Or is it a transgender story where Filena's gender, felt and expressed, doesn't match his physical characteristics? People have read it both ways. Filena's own dialogue in the game doesn't discuss it very much, so it is, as I said, open pretty much to interpretation, which is an interesting, you know, wrinkle to it. Okay, now that I've got that skill... Because Ness just learned something, didn't he? Oh, when you haven't selected someone, you cycle over to the item screen. I've just figured out the menu, people. But if you have selected someone, you can cycle to their special skills screen. So he's learned double thrust. So he already has double thrust. So if I give him the spear, then Filena can have the special sword. And that'll make her attacks more powerful. And he can do double thrusts. And that's more powerful, yeah. Okay, that's good. So swap some things around a bit, learn some skills. Let's try and make it back to that medicine room if I remember where it was. Not enough TP. Army. So I actually have a bunch of skills with the army sword already. Maybe, yeah, skills are transferable to different weapons. That's cool. Yeah, so those are kind of the two different interpretations of the story that I've outlined there. There's a nice website that tries to track LGBTQ representation in video games. I think it's called the LGBTQ Game Archive. I don't quite remember the name actually, now that I think of it, unfortunately. Wait, where is the medicine machine? There's so many random battles that it's rough to get back there. No, don't kill me. Well, I've cycled the equipment around. I've got a level. I've saved. Was it over here? Oh no, this is bad. Is it on the first floor? Oh, my memory. Gibbon, do you remember where I had to go? I feel like I saw it pretty early. I think it's on the first floor and I might not actually get a chance to use it. Oh no, I can't flee? No. Okay, we made it. Sorry, says Gibbon. That's okay. I'll pump out some restoratives then. This is going to be the last fight of the stream, so I might as well use some items. Yeah, they're giving us 100 health outside of battle. Very useful. Not. That's actually pretty cool. They give you options of how you want to use them. Using them on the whole party and stuff. Oh wow. Cures wounds, cures paralysis. Let's save the Lind Water, which is huge healing properties for within the battle. Yep, I'll save state there. That's the best we're gonna do. Yeah, so I talked about the interpretations you can have of the story. There's a third interpretation though, if you're willing to add a layer of sort of metaphor and allegory to the story that I thought of, which is that Filena can be seen as the story of a closeted trans woman. So this is a woman who is forced to present as a man for external social reasons, but she knows internally her true gender and her closest friends share her secret. That's what I came up with, but yeah, like I said, it's all open to your interpretation, which is a strength of the story, I suppose, although maybe not the best for representation. Be a bit more economical about that. Double thrust. Yeah, that actually did more damage too. So you can almost keep up with me. There we go, all we needed was a few restoratives. Oh, okay. And even though you can use the water... yeah, okay, that was max health. Ah, Wadito's here, hello. Good to see you. With another comparison. So I've been comparing this game to things like Final Fantasy V, but he's saying that it looks like Phantasy Star. most likely the later entries in the series on the Mega Drive. So that's Sega's big fantasy RPG series. Okay, she's asleep. Let's wake her up. We had a Paracure, which we can use. Okay, the Paracure did not work, but I woke up on my own. Come on. Okay. I'll have to load state and try and be a bit smarter about the battle. Yeah, if you missed a lot of this, Wardito, this is a story about... well, again, the way the story presents it is that Filena is a woman who is disguised as a man to be a gladiator in the fights, and not everyone knows this about her. So, yeah, there's a lot of gender confusion and stuff, which is interesting. I noted when looking for images of around the game and the original light novels and OVAs that it was based on, that the artwork for the game, which you can see on the left of the screen now, kind of leans into the ambiguity of Filena's appearance. Whereas if you look at some of the covers of the light novels, they seem to emphasize her femininity more for whatever reason. So that all plays into this kind of, yeah, interpretation of the character, as well as the ambiguity of her own self-identification within the series. So it's really interesting from a modern perspective, especially because, you know, at the time, I got an attack off after I'd fallen asleep. Lovely. I'll just let myself wake up because I don't think any of my restoratives actually cure sleep. Things are going better this time. Does the hammer do better against this armored foe? It does okay. Yes, there is no animation on the enemies, as is usually the case with these kinds of games. So, as Wadito says, he attacks your party by throwing numbers on top of them. And if you interpret that like that, it is very funny. I'm clearly attacking with a sword, but he's attacking by flashing and then dropping a number on my head. Yes. That's right. Filena was my better attacker anyway, so... yeah, so I do like these sort of alternate readings of the story that you can take. There we go, we got through. All it took was sacrificing Nest. But I feel like the way the story's meant to be taken is that Filena's a woman, she's taken on the public persona of a man to get by, but still sort of struggles to outwardly embrace her femininity. But whichever way it goes, it makes the relationship between Filena and Lila, which is a romantic one, very interesting and progressive for the time. And that's sort of this main relationship in the series. This is Baraba 2. They got away. So the antagonist characters are named Baraba Number. So Black Knight is calling back to base, telling them what's going on. And yeah, we got out of that zone. Well, this is a fine kettle of fish. Nest, what are these black devils? I'd heard the rumors, but I never thought they really existed. They're the Imperial Secret Intelligence Force, also known as the Black Devils. Why are they after us? What you viewed was top secret intelligence that poses a threat to the Empire. This guy is a pan-British character. The voice is all over the place. What the hell were you investigating? So you won't tell me. Oh wait, that was Filena. Oh no, that was? Yeah, whatever. Yes, I apologize, etc, etc. So by getting involved in this, it's given him the opportunity to do what he always wanted to do, which is Rebel. It's dangerous. But my wife Leela's there. Filena acknowledging Leela as their wife. An APB? Okay, cool. There's a little touch from the fan translator. Cool. Don't talk to anyone. We're in danger. I did hope to get to at least this phase of the plot by the end, so that's good. I'm glad. We're gonna finish up pretty soon, but oh. No, don't come in. Uh-oh, it's Milka. Oh boy. This is the angry lady. I killed her husband in the arena due to the forced battle conditions. And now she wants her revenge. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, I've been stabbed. Filena, what did you do to Filena? It's poison. He's blind now. You witch, how could you? Hold it right there. You're under arrest. Uh-oh. This is an interesting twist. Officer, I blinded him as ordered. I have no business with you, clutchier wench. Get in our way and I'll arrest you too. Hold on a second, you've got it wrong. I blinded him with this poison like I promised. Now hurry up and give me back my son. So her son has been taken by the Imperial forces to blackmail her into taking care of Filena. We don't keep promises to clutchiers. Oh, now he's been poisoned. Oh! More laser guns. Oh, Nest had a laser gun. A hell gun. I've given up on the whole Imperial citizen thing. Oh! It was a Black Knight in disguise. Why couldn't he have used that hell gun during our battle earlier? I guess he went and got it just now. And Filena's been blinded. What an interesting twist. This is something that happens in the story, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out in the game. What about me? My husband was murdered, and then my son. Cut it out. There's no point in having a catfight here. Oh, did you have to use that word? We're rebels now. We'll be on the wanted list soon. What should we do? We're gonna run. We're getting the hell out of Dora. Nope, villain scene. Wait, what? They're listening in? There's a hidden microphone somewhere, apparently. Maybe it was on the person of that disguised Black Knight. Barabbas 6, who is disguised as an officer. So we've already taken out 2 of these guys. They don't seem so tough. People, I've read a few reviews of the game that sort of point out it's kind of boring that like this main villain team all look identical and have the same name with a number. I guess they're meant to be mass-produced or clones or something, which speaks to the attitude of the Imperial government. I'm not going. There's no way I could leave Fist behind. Don't you get it? You won't be able to see Fist again if you die here. I know that, but come on, Nest. This airhead's not going to help us. It's a waste of time. Oh, so much conflict. Fine, if you want to die, you can do whatever you like. Hey, wait, I'll go with you after all. And here the party assembles. We have all the members up together. Oh no, they torched the academy. Uh-oh. Black Devils. You will die nameless. This is their catchphrase. And that officer said it earlier, which is kind of a clue that he was a Black Devil in disguise. They knew about our plan. Cool. Oh, the pillar didn't stop them for long. Notice all the sparking circuitry behind the walls. Another hint of that, yeah, technology behind the facade of the old-timey fantasy architecture. Anyway, we're blowing them up. No, that'll be too much. But we have to stop them. Wordita said, I was AFK. How did you defeat the boss? Well, I let Nest get killed, and then I just kept wailing on him with Filena's attacks. And I got lucky, I guess. I did use one of my big restoratives on Filena at one point to give her all her health back. Yeah, so there was no great strategy to it, but I did refill my health before the battle as well. And my TP, so I could do more damage. Oops, she dropped the antidote. Looks like Filena's going to stay blind for now. As far as I know, for a portion of the story, Filena remains blind, which is an interesting complication again. It reminds me of that, you know, admittedly brief, but the arc in the 12th Doctor's run of Doctor Who, when he was blind for a few episodes. That was Series 10, one of my favourites. Oops, what's wrong now? That flashing often in RPGs means that you're taking damage as you walk because you're poisoned. In this case, well, I don't know. Maybe it's intentionally obscuring parts of the screen because the character's blinded. But what I read is, if you swap the locations... yeah, if you don't have Filena up front, then you don't have the blindness effect. So we could put someone else as the leader of the party. But yeah, we have everyone now for this phase of the game. It's not going to stay this way through the entire game because party members come and go. We even befriend a nice wolf later, and we get a nice little doggy friend later. But let's just check out these menu transition animations, because again, I love how they turn to face the screen as you look at this status screen. It's really cool stuff. So yeah, Leela, our wife, is here. She has medical skills apparently, so she'll be able to heal us in battle. Very useful. I wonder if we can... I don't know if adding a second Valiant will help, but in fact it might actually add to our overall attack. That's cool. So you can actually have an overall attack value, which is a combination of the different weapons you have equipped. So Milica seems a bit more militant, so we'll give her another Valiant just to up that stat. They've put her in the back, but she's reasonably strong, even comparable to Nest, so I'll put her in the front row. Can I change it? Maybe the top two... No? Okay, I don't know how to change the row, but that's fine. I'm pretty much done with the stream anyway at this point. I'm just checking out the new characters. Yeah. Let's put Leela up front, protective of her spouse. And yeah, Milica's joined us, having temporarily or perhaps forgiven the grudge for the unwilling murder of her husband in the arena. So, oh, look at that. Cute sprites on the overworld. I love it. Very cool stuff. I like her hairstyle actually quite a bit. So I guess this is our second dungeon after the Intelligence Bureau. In the sewers. It's the classic sewer level in a video game. Oh, who's up first? Filena. Her character sprite is darkened. She's probably going to miss more often thanks to her blinding. And... okay, we did get healed, I think. Let me see, what other cool spells do we have? Toxic Jab, classic. And Heat Slash. Oh yeah, he won't have learned anything new. So what does this do? Okay, a normal attack with a medical bag can heal and then recover possibly more so. Yeah, quite good. But that'll take tech points. So they've integrated that system of skills in with the weapons, and you have to have a medical quote-unquote weapon to do a healing skill. And there's the Toxic Jab, not very powerful. And Filena can still hit with her weapons even though she's blinded, which is nice. Well, I have no TP. Did it give me health but didn't refill my TP or something? I don't know. Oh, Okay, I did poison it. I think that 11 that just popped up was a result of the poison that was inflicted. But Milika is still in the back row. I wasn't able to figure out how to change that. She's got a fair bit of TP, but this is going slowly. Wadida asks, why is the sewer always infested with monsters? Very good question. Oh, vaccinate. Very important in this day and age. If vaccinations are available in your area, go and get them for the sake of the community's health. But that might be a good place to end. We've gotten through the first phase of the game, we've assembled our party, and the plot has kicked into full gear, but that's all the time we have for today. I hope I've sort of discussed the issues here with sensitivity and addressed them properly. But yeah, I just wanted to show everyone this game and how it tackles this kind of interesting story with different gender things going on with it, which was unusual for the time on the Super Nintendo at least. So it's really interesting, and the story will only progress from here, I'm sure. Although, yeah, cool stuff. Alright, that'll do it for today. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, we'll see you next time. What am I doing next time? Well, I've got holidays coming up, so I might be doing more streams in a week. The next thing I had planned was some X-Men games, so look forward to that. And until then, yeah, Eternal Filena, also known as AN no Filena. It's cool stuff. Alright, catch you next time. Bye.